Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Alphonse Elric. Let's compare him to Galuf and Awakened Warrior of Light because all of these are physical tank. So if you take a look on his stats, I must say it is pretty good because he has high spirit compared to other two tankers. 120% spirit boost, okay, very nice. So it is useful when you fight enemies who able to bypass your AoE magic tank. For defense, maybe he is not the best, only 180%, but it's only minor difference. Same for health, okay, about 120%. So I must say his stats is okay, but nothing special. The disappointing thing about Alphonse is he only gets 50% provoke. Yes, but maybe that's not important if you have Mughal Charm, because Mughal Charm in the end gonna give you 50% provoke, so it doesn't matter whether you have 50 or 80% provoke. But let's say if you don't have that Mughal Charm, then what you have, let's say Yellow Balloon or other something like that, then you will have problem with that 50% provoke, okay? But for veteran players, I believe you won't have problem. And he also has 100% faster LB rate. This is really useful because you will use his LB frequently on the battle to spam that barrier and damage mitigation. And the rest basically just, yes, ordinary I must say, because yeah, nothing special. Yes, he has that fire, ice, lightning and earth resist, 50% of them like at work. So this makes him quite good on elemental Tetris. But remember, Galuf also have 80% on fire and light resist. And for Awakened Warrior of Light, if I'm not mistaken, he also has 4 elemental resist. So it is nothing special compared to other previous 2 physical tankers. And yes, all of these tankers also have fatal damage protection. So really guys, I must say in terms of stats, Alphonse doesn't offer something special, okay? It is not bad, it is just like what you expect from top tier physical tank. So enough about stats, now let's take a look on his abilities. So first, in terms of tanking capabilities, I must say that Alphonse is not the best. On this department, Awakened Warrior of Light is the winner because his normal AoE protection gives him 60 to 80% damage mitigation. Yes, it's only 5% difference, but better is better. Actually, Alphonse also able to use that 60 to 80% damage mitigation, but it is a set up AoE protection. Okay, so yeah, I must say it is not an important feature. Okay, they are only different very little. Okay, and in terms of chaining, again, Alphonse is not the best because he only able to chain with one family, Stardust Ray. And yes, maybe you say Galuf also able to chain with Absolute Mirror of Equity. Yes, the best tank in chaining department is Warrior of Light because he able to chain with Divine Ruination and Stardust Ray. And yes, we have gotten powerful Divine Ruination attackers like Nagi, Tifa, so definitely Awakened Warrior of Light is better in terms of chaining. And I must say, on this department, maybe Alphonse is the second best because for Galuf, his dual cast need to be activated by using his AoE physical protection. Maybe this is not a big problem on normal situation, but let's say if you bring 2 tankers and you use AoE magic tank, that means your Galuf cannot activate his dual cast. Because if you activate Galuf dual cast, that means you also activate his AoE physical protection, which will interfere your AoE magic tank. Okay, so yeah, maybe Galuf need something like dual wield tank when you use AoE magic tank. Not sure. Okay, but for Alphonse, he doesn't have that problem. Okay, very nice. The best part about Alphonse is his supporting capabilities, guys. I think he is the best in terms of support. First, he able to give your party 45% damage mitigation right from the start. But the problem is it's gonna activate your AoE physical protection. But if you don't care about that, whoa, he is amazing. And another good thing is he able to spam 3 to 4,000 barrier plus 50% damage mitigation. So for Warrior of Light, he doesn't have that 50% damage mitigation, so you need to have someone on your party to have that 50% damage mitigation is a must on today. And for Galuf, yes, Galuf has that 50% damage mitigation, but he doesn't have that 4,000 barrier. The best part about Alphonse limit burst is they last for 4 turns, and it only require you to gather 22 LB crystals, which is very low. So I can say that with 100% fast to ABV rate, and maybe if you bring Riku or other characters who have faster ABV rate buff on the battle, you can spam this move on every turns. Okay, that means you're gonna have constant 4,000 health barrier, which is gonna protect your party. This is really useful on a battle when you use AoE magic tank and enemy use AoE physical attacker, because if you use AoE magic tank, you don't have AoE physical cover. That barrier will protect your party. Okay, really amazing. But again, maybe you want to use something like AoE evasion. But the point here is, whoa, Alphonse is really good. Also, his defense and spirit buff are also useful. Okay, so let's say if you use Auron as your breaker, that means you can ditch your buffer, because I believe on second turn, or yeah, I mean after Auron stats buff is worn off, I believe Alphonse LB is ready to use. Okay, this LB is what makes him really good tanker. Okay, so for part example, I will give you this. So tanker, of course, you are gonna use Alphonse, and for buffer you can use King Regis, because King Regis is also a Stardust Ray Chainer, and King Regis also excel in terms of barrier. So let's say if you need to use your provoke or want to chain with someone, you can use King Regis with that barrier to help you. Okay, King Regis also able to give your party 50% damage mitigation. So yes, Alphonse can do something like AoE physical protection if he gets dispelled, because that. Okay, very good combination. And Madame Adele is also a Stardust Ray Chainer. And the good thing about Madame Adele is he is a dual caster, so he can chain perfect with Alphonse. And maybe you can bring Finisher to this party, okay, which gonna deal insane damage because of Madame Adele and Finisher to competition attack. Really nice. And remember, Madame Adele also able to finish the attack on early part of the battle. So yes, Alphonse and Regis gonna chain and Madame Adele finish. Really nice. And for AoE magic tank, of course, the best partner is Paladin Cecil, because he is also a Stardust Ray Chainer. So yes, I think that's all you need to know about abilities and party sample. Now let's take a look on equipment. So for equipment, I must say it's pretty simple. Simply gear him with something that increase your defense and you are good to go. Okay, defense and health boost. But the best accessory for a provoker is of course Mughal Charm. I hope you get that accessory. Okay, so enough about equipment. My conclusion for Alphonse. So Alphonse is really good tanker. Okay, so I don't say he is much better than Galuf and Awakened Warrior of Light. Each of these tankers have their own strength and weakness. Like I said, Alphonse, in my opinion, is the best in terms of supporting your party. But in terms of chaining, I must say he is not that good. Sure, he able to chain with Stardust Ray, but he lack of elements. And yeah, only one chaining family. Okay, for Galuf, yes, sure, Galuf only able to chain with Absolute Mirror of Equity. But the good thing about Galuf is he able to chain with one of the best breaker, Riku from Final Fantasy X2. Okay, that makes Galuf value up really high in my eyes. Okay, and Galuf also able to imbue and imperil the elements, which is really important because usually a finisher not able to imperil the enemies. Okay, so let's say if you use Galuf and Riku together, you can use Galuf to imbue Riku and imperil the enemy, and also imbue an element to your finisher. Galuf able to do that, which is pretty good. For tanking and strength, I must say that Awakened Warrior of Light is the best, and he is also the best in terms of chaining. Okay, so yes, I must say that Warrior of Light is the best in terms of chaining and tanking. For Galuf, he is only second best in every section. For Alphonse, maybe his tanking is not good as Awakened Warrior of Light, but his support is really insane, guys. Okay, and so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Alphonse. Okay, I hope this video helps you to decide whether you need to have him or not. But maybe if you already have Galuf or Awakened Warrior of Light, you don't need to pull for Alphonse. I don't say Alphonse is bad, okay, but maybe you want to save your lapis for other characters. But yes, if you obtain him, it is not bad thing because his Trust Mastery word is really good, especially for your physical attacker. Okay, it increases 40% attack without restricted to any weapon. It also gives them MP regen, which is really useful on long battle. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all you need to know about Alphonse. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private XVS guide. Bye bye, guys.